Starting a business, 10 steps every entrepreneur needs to know. This morning, I got an email from sba.gov. I am on their mailing list, obviously. SBA stands for the Small Business Administration. I talk about them a lot. I talk about them a lot because, number one, they are a resource that not enough people in business take advantage of for many, many reasons. First of all, their website, sba.gov, has over 4,000 pages of information about small business. There is no website anyplace that has that much information about small business. Number two, the Small Business Administration as an entity, as an arm of the government, their job, their mission is to do whatever they can to create new jobs. That's their focus. And to that point, it's misunderstood about the SBA. Many folks think that they make loans for small business, and they really don't. What they do is they guarantee loans. You still have to go to a bank, an SBA approved bank, convince the bank that they should loan you money because of your business idea and because of your business plan that you present to the bank, and they have feelings of trust and confidence that you'll be able to accomplish your plan. So then you ask them for X amount of dollars, whatever it might be, and the SBA will guarantee up to 90% of that loan. Now, I say up to because the percentage could change depending upon you and their trust and confidence in you and the type of loan that you are asking for. And they have 3 or 4 or 5 different kinds of loans that they guarantee. So, and the percentages change on each one of those types. Banks love an SBA guarantee loan because there's less risk. If they are guaranteed 90% of that loan, they only have 10% risk that your business is going to succeed and you are going to pay back the loan to the bank. So there's a common interest there. The SBA guarantees loans, they don't make them. Okay, this morning I was emailed a page, a blog that the SBA did. They didn't do it, but Carol Vesley did. She's a community moderator. I'm not sure what community. But it's called Starting a Business, 10 Steps Every Entrepreneur Needs to Know. Let's go down this list. Step number 1, write a business plan. Real quickly, I've talked about business plans before. I've got another module in a couple weeks that we'll talk about. Actually, it's not a couple weeks. We'll get into it in the next couple days once, and again next week, 3 weeks. We'll get it. We'll talk about it tomorrow, and in module number 4, development of your business strategy. The very first key word is the plan. When you're starting a business, I do not recommend that you spend a lot of time with a very detailed plan, unless you are going out and asking for money from somebody else. And in that case, they're going to demand that you write a plan and share that plan with them. There is software available. There's probably a lot of free resources where you can write your plan. I wrote my first business plan. Unfortunately, I wrote it only about 4 or 5 years ago. I bought some software, uh, Business Plan Pro, I think was the software I bought, by Palo Alto Software. They're the most well-known uh, developers of some software for a business plan. I paid $99 for that software 4 or 5 years ago. I don't think the price has changed much, but and I must have something up there. We'll talk. I'll find it and we'll use it in our discussion. But I spent a good day or two, and all I did was I focused on answers to the questions that they were asking me in the plan, and they were not in any kind of order. They were questions. I provided the answers, and at the end of the process, I pushed a button, and voila, my first formal business plan. And I did it just to go through the exercise of doing it. I wasn't looking for money outside of my own personal resources, but I wanted to go through the exercise and share the experience. And let me tell you, it was one of the best experiences that I've ever had, because it made me think about what I was doing, and it made me structure my thoughts. And it was always something, because I wrote them down, or I wrote the answers down in this. I didn't handwrite them. I typed them, and we created the plan. It gave me something to go back to and check to see what I was doing, what I said, and where was I in terms of accomplishing that particular aspect of the plan. That is what everybody needs to do. So initially, as you're starting a business, you need to create a plan. It doesn't have to be all that detailed. You have to create what is your idea and what is your strategy for accomplishing that idea. That's the most important thing that you have to do as you're getting started. And as I said, if you go outside of your own personal resources, people are going to demand that you have a detailed plan. Number 2, get help and training. Absolutely. That's why we've created Mentors of Entrepreneurship in David's Barter community. A mentor has business experience. They will create for themselves a landing page, and they will share that knowledge, that understanding, not only of the landing page, but of just total business experience. And most of the folks will either have 20 years, 30 years, or 40 years of experience. Those are the folks you can turn to in our community. Outside of our community, most communities in this country have an organization called SCORE, S-C-O-R-E. The R-E stands for Retired Executives. These are volunteers. Actually, it's a wing of the Small Business Administration, the SCORE groups. And that's a lot of times it's a free resource for you. And you can have your own SCORE counselor assigned to your business idea, your project, and they will help you work through it. And we're going to share more information about resources. Number 3, choose your business location. Your location can be your desk, or it can be, if it's a retail location, that's a big process to choose the right location. If it's a store, or it's a barber shop or a beauty salon, or a food store, or whatever it might be. If you need a retail location, it becomes a very complex and necessary process to pick the right location. The right location means a whole lot of things. The right lease, the right area where there's traffic flow, a lot of things need to be considered. Understand your financing options. We talk about this all the time. Earlier today, we talked about 12 different financing options. Next week, we will go into greater detail about each one of those options. Number 5, decide on a business structure. They're talking about legal and accounting. We have a whole module. I think it's module number. We're going to start talking about it next week with Mentors of Entrepreneurship. Um, we have a module called Small Business Money Matters and Small Business Law and Accounting Decisions. That's when we'll give you more detailed information about your business structure. Number 6, register your business name, doing business as. That's a simple process, very simple. You can go to the sba.gov website, search for registering your business. They'll tell you precisely what you need to do. Or you can hire an attorney, as I do, to register my business in the form of an LLC. That's the legal structure that I have chosen for myself, LLC. Your decision might be different than mine. That's okay. But you need to talk with somebody, an attorney and an accountant, small business attorney, small business accountant, to determine what is the best decision for you. Get a tax ID, very, very simple process. Register with the tax authorities, that's the state authorities, local authorities. Everybody wants a piece of the action. Make sure everybody who's entitled to it gets it. Apply for permits and licenses. Once again, you can get more detail on all these information. We'll talk about them, but if you want the information right now, go to sba.gov and use these as keywords. They will take you to the pages of information that you will get your best answers. Hiring employees, step number 10. You've heard my position about hiring employees. I did it one time in my life. They did a great job. Every single one of them did a great job, but I personally was not enjoying the experience of managing those employees. So I made the decision early in my business career. I wasn't even 30 years old yet. I made the decision that whatever I did for the rest of my life, I was going to do it on my own, do it myself, or if somebody could do it better than I could, more efficiently than I could, or I didn't have the skills to actually do it, I would outsource that. I might outsource it to an attorney. I might outsource it to an accountant. I might outsource it to a technology person, whatever. I just wasn't going to have all of those people on my payroll. Personal decision. Those are 10 things that you have to think about. Visit sba.gov. And get a list, and not only can you get that same list I just read, you can get explanations, and you can get exactly what you need to do. Start your business today. Start it in davisbarter.com community. We've simplified marketing. We've simplified technology for you.